So I said today we are looking at the importance of handwriting, good handwriting. And I can say outstanding handwriting that is legible with clear-cut letters and numbers as well, so that people can be able to read. And why good handwriting is important. Good, legible, and clear-cut handwriting helps you in many ways. For example, number one, it allows people to understand what you have written. This is very important. For example, again, allows people to understand what you have written. This is very important. For example, it helps you to communicate with other people through writing. If they can read your handwriting, they can read your letters are clear, your numbers are clear, and other people can read your handwriting clearly without straining. It helps you to communicate with other people through your handwriting, through writing. If you are doing a handwritten exam, good handwriting ensures the examiner can read your answers and be able to judge whether or not to award your answers marks. If you have bad handwriting, then the examiner can't read what you have written and you may lose marks and get a poorer grade. I'll repeat that, especially for the students, for the young people, for the pupils, and for all of us, even as adults, all of us, even as adults. If you are doing a handwritten exam, good handwriting ensures the examiner can read your answers and be able to judge whether or not to award your answers marks. If you have bad handwriting and the examiner or the teacher or the assessor can't read what you have written, then you may lose marks and get poorer grades in your exams, in your assessment, in whatever you're writing to be assessed or to be examined. So it is very important, especially for the young people, for the students. And I'm emphasizing on the students, the young people, to make sure that your handwriting is good and legible. Okay, if you are at work, good handwriting allows your colleagues to read what you have done and act accordingly. I'll repeat that again. For those of us who are working or for those who are working, if you are at work, good handwriting allows your colleagues to read what you have done and act accordingly. For example, doctors should have clear handwritings when writing out prescription and writing in the patient's notes, so that there is no misunderstanding among the healthcare team as they treat and look after patients. And it's not just doctors. In any profession, when you have written something that other colleagues have to read and act accordingly, then your handwriting needs to be good, legible, and clear, so that they can read and know how to act accordingly without no misunderstanding. Another good thing about having a good handwriting is allows you to understand what you previously wrote down for future reference and for your records. Allows you to understand what you previously wrote down for future reference and for your understanding and for your records. Going back to the students and the importance of good handwriting, some students may get formally assessed or examined on their handwritings, and especially as they sit for handwritten exams or assessments. I did mention that previously. So as a student, as you get assessed through handwritten exams or assessment, are your teachers able to read clearly so that they can award you the rightful mark? Are your assessors able to read your handwritten exams or notes so that they can award you the grade you deserve? And the examiners as well, are they able to read your handwritten exams and be able to award you the grade that you deserve? Because if they can't read, then how are they going to award you the grade or the mark that you deserve? And especially when it comes to the exams, we find that especially at the national level exams, because this is what goes to a certificate at any stage in national exam, then we find that there will be the first marker, the first examiner. If they can't read clearly, then they'll struggle giving you the right grade. Even if you have worked very hard and very smart, then your handwriting will let you down if it cannot be read. And even if the examiner marks and give you the grade that they'll give you, and then pass that exam to the moderator, because that's what mainly happens when it comes to the national exams. It goes through the first examiner and then to the moderator. If the first examiner struggled to read your handwritten exam or notes or whatever you're writing, and then even if they pass it to the moderator won't be able to read as well. And therefore there will be no much change. That means you're getting poorer grades than what you deserve. And that is why I'm emphasizing today on the importance of ensuring that your handwriting is clear with well-cut letters and numbers. It is legible and it can be understood, it can be read. And that's all I wanted to look at today. And in the next video, I'll be looking at, especially the parents or guardians, how you could work alongside your young people, your children, teachers, or educators, or education stakeholders, in order to ensure that your child or your children or the young people under your care and going through all around education get good handwriting, are able to write in good handwriting, clear handwriting, legible handwriting with well-cut numbers and letters. And it is never late to improve on handwriting. If you're not happy, as parents or guardians, go back and check, look at your children, the young people and their care handwriting. Are you happy with it? If you're not happy with it, then you need to do something. At any stage in education, it's never late to improve on handwriting. So look at it. If you're not happy with it, then you need to do something, because it is costing your young people, the young people under your care, those good grades that they deserve. I know that people can type, but there are some exams, especially at primary, secondary, and even at university, that requires to be done through handwriting, handwritten exams, handwritten assessment, and even the classwork. The classwork, your child, your young person, teachers, educators, and education stakeholders, they need to be able to read your child work so that they can be able to support them. If they can't read it, then there will be a problem. They shouldn't be straining. So you need to go back as a parent or guardian, look at your child handwriting, and if you're not happy with it, then seek for advice or look into ways on helping your child to improve, or the student or the young person under your care to improve. And in the next video, I'll be looking at how, as a parent or guardian, you could support your child through handwriting. And also, the student, I'll also be discussing with you on how you could improve your handwriting if you're not happy with it. And thank you for your time. reminding you that again it's Anna Kimani. Today we are looking at the handwriting and the importance and the impact, the effects, the good impact and the good effect of having a clear, legible handwriting that can be read clearly without whoever is reading it straining.